and the day was July 30th, when in a small remote village in Austria, a baby boy was born, and he was called Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger. His father was a very strict disciplinarian, and he wanted his son to join the Austrian military. But Arnold had totally different dreams. He wanted to be a bodybuilder, then he wanted to win the Mr. Universe competition, he wanted to migrate to US, and in the end, he wanted to join Hollywood. Back in those years, that is like 1950s and 60s, bodybuilding was not considered a sports in Austria. So whenever he used to talk about bodybuilding and he used to go for exercise, his friends used to mock him, and they used to tell him, "What, Arnold? What is this dream? Just give up your dream. You know, you are in some crazy dreamland." But all that didn't matter to Arnold. His father even told him that he was an embarrassment to his family. So as soon as he reached 18 years, his father packed him off to join Austrian military to drive tanks. Once he was in army camp, he didn't have time to do his exercise. He had to go to, do all those duties which are like cleaning the guns or going to the shooting range or marching 12 miles every day, and again getting up in the morning at 5 o'clock and go for a run in heavy combat boots. After all this, when everybody else used to come and just drop dead, totally exhausted in their beds, Arnold used to again exercise for another 3 hours, doing his push-ups and chin-ups and dips and everything. And then again, he used to get up early in the morning, much before 5 o'clock, and he used to repeat the same thing for another 3 hours. So it never bothered him that he is working so hard. It was always about his dream and how to achieve it. Same here, his military friends used to tell, "You are going totally in the wrong direction, Arnold." Some used to say even like, "You are useless." But it was only his focus about dreams that Arnold used to ever care. So during one of those times, he came to know about this Junior Mr. Europe Championship. He knew that this is his first step and one of the major steps to achieve his dream of becoming Mr. Universe. He was already 18 years old, and once you pass that 18 years, you cannot get into any of the bodybuilding competition. So he was already 18, he was in a military training camp, and he was undergoing basic training. So if he left now this training, the consequences were very severe. He will be put in army jail. But jail didn't bother to Arnold. His only aim was to achieve his dream. And the only thing that constantly got into his mind was how to get to that competition which was being held in Germany. How to cross that border. So the only answer which came into his mind was the freight trains, which never used to stop at the border and nobody used to check it. So one fine night, he sneaked out of his military camp, got into a freight train, and 26 hours later, he reached the venue of the competition in Germany from Austria. When he reached there, it was almost afternoon of the competition, and he didn't have any of his gym trunks. So he has to literally beg from one of the other competitors for a trunk. He actually got a trunk, but the size was like a few sizes smaller. But he didn't bother about the size. He wore those smaller trunks and went onto the stage and posed, and voila, he was the next Mr. Junior Mr. Europe champion. After winning the title, he wanted to go back to the army camp. And when he tried sneaking in, he was got caught. And then he was put in the army jail for a few weeks. When his supervisor came to know about that he has actually won the competition, he was a kind man, called him and told that, okay, I will change your punishment. Now you have to go into the military kitchen and start peeling the potatoes, so that he will be getting that extra food or extra protein which his body needed. He even allowed him to exercise after all his duties in the military base for another 3 hours. And all the welders in the military camp got together and they made him the bodybuilding equipments because it was not available in Austria at that time. So from there on, as you know, it's history, Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger went on to become Mr. Universe 5 times. And he migrated to United States. That was the end of his first dream. The second dream was to become the Hollywood star. When he started telling his friends that I want to become Hollywood stars, they again laughed at him. They told him, what, you can't speak even proper English. You have a thick accent. And you have got a name which nobody can pronounce, Schwarzenegger, right? And moreover, during those 1970s and 80s, the big stars were Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, Woody Allen. They were all small, right? There was no need for some bulky big man like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But he didn't give up his dream. He went on to become one of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood. Then his third dream, he wanted to compete. He wanted to be the governor of California. Again, the same story. People started laughing at him. But he again won, not once, twice. So my dear friends, if a person like Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger from a very small remote village in Austria can keep on dreaming bigger and bigger and achieve it, I think we should also pursue our dreams and never give up on our dreams. Now I want to introduce you to another dreamer. This lady, when I first met her a few months back, she was like this, I don't know, amazing person or charming, most charming lady I had met. And she has never shied away from dreaming big. She was the CFO of an organization. Now she is running her own business and she has single-handedly brought up 2 kids. And she has never shied away from dreaming big. Now, at this age of about 50 years, she is dreaming about becoming a passionate Toastmaster. So, I request all of you to put your hands together and welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Esther Roshni Chand.